Morning, it's Bev at Planetcrochet. I'm sorry for missing in action. I have market stalls end of every month and I prep for those. So doing tutorials is kind of been in the back of my mind. I've done a few shorts. I've just done one this morning and uploaded it. What I've been doing as well. Yesterday I received a text kind of message on one of my videos on Cuthbert the Caterpillar. You saw Aldi brought out, was it not last year, year before, 23. They brought out Cuthbert and they brought out Kevin in a crochet form kit. So I purchased them and I did a help video tutorial because when I looked into it, when I made him with the kit, there was, how can I put it, discrepancies in what was written to what you crocheted. Anyway, I did those videos. I'll put a link below if you want to do those. They're not available anymore. I do have the odd Kevin upstairs if you want to purchase one of those, some kits. I don't have a Cuthbert. I think they went really quick. Anyway, this message yesterday asked me about this from Aldi. But I forgot. I'd seen it in the, you get a leaflet from the store. I saw the leaflet, in the leaflet, these kits, and I thought, oh, they're cute. They are in the UK, £4.99, so £5 really, for each one. And when I got that message, I literally left my coffee, ran out the house, went down to my local Aldi and purchased one of each. Now, they are cute. Somebody obviously, it is the crocheted item on the front. So that's the bear with his little scarf on. The packaging is very nice. They have definitely improved as they've gone along. The packaging is quite thick. I've opened the dragon one. I'll show you what you can get. They are limited. And if I haven't said it already, I'm not sponsored in this video. But you can get a dragon, hedgehog, sheep and the bear. It says collect them all. Now, a bit of a warning, if you like. Here in the UK, and people, if you're watching this around the world, you'll know if you want to sell to the UK anything toys, you have to have them tested. Now, on the back of here, it says warning. So on the back of every one, this is an adult craft kit. Choking hazard, keep kit away from animals, blah, 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 babies and young children, small parts, obviously the needle especially, contains functional sharp point, yeah, exactly. Age recommended 14 plus. Now I know because I've looked into it, this is why I don't generally, as a rule, unless my mum asks for something, which she does, I will not crochet any animal for any child under 14. And ideally, when you look at the rules, laws that govern this, it says anything that is deemed a toy should not be given to children under 14 here in the UK. I don't know if that classes anywhere else. I'm only in the UK. That's what the rules say. And you shouldn't be making things for babies on that. And that's why they've put that on the back. Yeah, finished item is not a toy and is for decorative use only. So it's up to you if you do so. But I just thought I'd put that out there. That's the rules. If you're not sure that I'm saying what's right, go on government's website or just put in about toy testing in the UK and then you'll get the answers in more of a detail. Anyway, back to the kit. So there's bear. They don't call it anything, have they? No. Just says crochet your own bear. So that's the bear. This one is so cute. I can't wait to make this one. Hedgehog. And the sheep. And the dragon. Now, this will be my least favourite to do. Also, I'm not keen on doing animals or anything that's got parts you've got to sew on. I'm not keen on it. Because you can make it not look right. It took me a while to get Cuthbert right. Cuthbert and Kevin. Anyway, so in each packet you get your yarn. It feels soft, but obviously to make this to sell, because it as well, and I'm reading off the packet, it says produced in China for Aldi, so it's not top-notch yarn, but as a kit goes, perfect. And I've done them before. I've actually used the kit yarn before. I've not used the hook because I have my own hooks, but I've used the yarn, and you do get enough, and sometimes you have a little bit left, so if you want to practice something else, that's fine. So what colour is that for? Oh, it is little spines on the top. So you've got 3 greens, white for his eyeballs. So they've overkilled with the yarn, which is great, because if you get it wrong, you can go again. For his eyeballs. Oh. Now, this is nice, and I wonder if this is recyclable. You could reuse it actually. But I'm impressed with this because my last one, which was Kevin and Cuthbert, the stuffing was in plastic. Now, here I put my plastic in recycling, but some places don't let you do it. So, it's knotted up. But anyway, you get plenty of stuffing. Here, dragon, and you'll have the same, I presume, in each one. I haven't opened the others. And like I say, it is really good quality, the package, and it's pretty colours as well. You've got your instructions, and what I'm impressed is, before they sellotaped your hook and your darning needle to the pattern, which when taken off you can rip, and also sellotape I believe is not recyclable, so that's good, you can throw that out. I'm going to keep these. I have a knit and natter on a Thursday with some lovely friends of mine, so that's a size 3 hook. It does bend somewhat, so it's a little bit off par for me, and you get a darning needle. Now I personally would recommend you go to a haberdashery and buy yourself some different darning needles. You can buy them in an oval, you'll see them. If you're in Yorkshire, where I am, there's a shop called Boys. It's an oval, and I think it says darning needles on them. Buy that, there's 3 in, or just go to a good stockist, Hobbycraft, and get yourself some nice darning needles, because I find these are too thick. Because you do your crochet. Now if you're not a crocheter, you won't know what I'm talking about, but if you're a crocheter, you'll know what I'm on about. You do all this hard work, and it's pretty tight because of the size of the needle, hook, sorry. So it's pretty, and then you go and put through this thick darning needle, and it can stretch your work. So that's what it's just a recommendation. I've said that in Cuthbert. Now I haven't gone through the pattern. It looks very well written. You can read it with my goggles on. I can't read it without. But unless I do it, I'm not going to know if it's written correct, if you know what I mean. Because if you're new to crochet, let me just see. So in the front, it's in US terminology, and obviously I'm in the UK, so I will be saying, I'll translate it, but it's the same stitch. In the US, you just say it different. So the small stitch, which is in the UK, is double crochet. Here it's called single crochet, and that's because it's written in US, and it does tell you that. So if you're new to crochet, you can go Google that, see that I'm right, and then you can carry on with your pattern. But what I'm going to have to do is, and I'll use the yarn, I won't cheat, I'll use a different hook though, because I can't use these. I've got arthritis in my hands and I just can't get them anymore. I'll just show you my hook. I use one's called Clover. That's a 4mm, so I'll find my 3mm, because it says use a 3mm. and that's what I will use. So I won't use the hook, but I'll use the yarn. I'll do exactly what it says on the pattern. But if I come against a snag, I will let you know. So it looks okay, so far so good. Also, if you've never done this kind of thing, when you're putting together, just look at your picture and you won't go far wrong. So that's the dragon. But the others, I presume, will all be the same. You get your stuff in, your yarn, you get everything in the kit, and off you go. But if you're brand new to crochet, or you gift it to somebody who has never crocheted before, you can point them at in my direction and I will help you out. I am not a teacher by any stretch, but I have 10 years under my belt of crocheting. I learned from YouTube, and that's why I do this on my channel, to give back to where I found my craft, my hobby. I absolutely love it, and I love having my conversations on my market stalls with the ladies, and sometimes dads come and talk with me about crochet. But that's a big reason why you'll not find, whoops-a-daisy, any toys on my stall, because to test them would cost so much of a headache. Not so much the cost of money, but a headache. So cute. Anyway, I'm going to wrap that up now, this video. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you soon when I've done the bear. I will start it and see how far I get. Hopefully it's okay, the pattern's okay, because I haven't actually looked at this one. If you haven't already, please subscribe. That helps my channel out a great deal. And thank you in advance if you do so and you share and like my videos. I will catch you soon. Bye for now.